Shalom. All praises and glory go to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Kabar, Apostle Rakar, Apostle Ramlab, and a shalom to all those sincere Achim that are pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Before I continue, I want to say that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the children of Israel, that the Bible speaks about the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the chosen people of the Heavenly Father, and the people that live in the land of Israel today. They call themselves Israelis. They go back to the Khazarians, which go back to the biblical Amalekites, which is a chief-head tribe of the nation of Esau, Edom. And the people that call themselves white, European, Caucasian, Australian, or American, they also go back to the nation of Esau, Edom. These videos are made to wake up our people, to lead them back to the Heavenly Father, because judgment is being passed. And with our people, as you know, I mean the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans, and of course the people that come from West Africa, if on their father's side, those are the Israelites that the Bible speaks about, the West Africans, the South Americans, that don't go back to white people, basically. Now, as you know, or you may not know, today is the anniversary of Japan's 80-year anniversary of the 80 years ago that they got bombed by America. And they have a remembrance about this, but these nations, they didn't forget about the bombing and things like that. If they get the chance, they will do the same thing to America, man. And it says over here, Japan marked the 80th anniversary of the Nagasaki atomic bombing on Saturday as the country's Prime Minister, Shigeru Ishiba, reaffirmed its commitment to a world without nuclear weapons. As the only nation, okay, listen to this. As the only nation to have suffered atomic bombings in war, it is Japan's duty to uphold the three non-nuclear principles and to take the lead in international efforts to realize a world without nuclear war or nuclear weapons. Our efforts will continue one step at a time, Ishiba told guests during the memorial ceremony at Nagasaki's Peace Memorial Park. Large parts of Nagasaki were leveled on August 9th, 1945, when the United States dropped a 10,000-pound plutonium-239 bomb nicknamed Fat Man on the city, instantly killing approximately 27,000 people of an estimated population of 200,000 people. So, yeah, it's quite a lot. Quite a lot of people got killed, man. It's like, let me see. No, it's not 1/3. It's like, yeah, it's like 2/6, 300. Let me see. Yeah, I can't really figure it out. It's like 200,000. It's less than 1/3, but I believe more people died though. The after effects and all those type of things. And they're the only one that suffered, how do you say that? A bomb, atomic bomb being used, man. And they didn't forget about it. Neither should we, how can then the country that did that still dictate on the earth who has nuclear weapons and who doesn't? That doesn't make sense, that they can't be the ones dictating to anybody what happens. But yeah, this is the world we live in, man. Everyone bows down to Esau, and the Most High gave him this time, his time to rule. You know. So let's go to. Hey, let me go to the scriptures. I'm gonna bring some scriptures out, and then I'm gonna keep it moving. Let's see. Salakia. Bear with me. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to let me see. Going to Obadiah. Chapter 1, verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border, right? The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. You see? Exactly. There's no understanding in him, but that's basically what's happening right now. You know, he thinks that he's gonna rule forever and all those type of things, but these other nations, they plotting against him. They joining certain alliances, military alliances with the enemies of America. So, what do you think they're gonna do? If the day comes that they have to fight, they will fight against America, not with America. All right. It says, "Shall I not in that day, said Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." So, the Most High is basically using these other nations to fight against America as well, because they didn't only destroy us, they also destroyed a lot of other nations, and these nations are angry. They have the capability to fight back, The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they don't really have the capability to fight back right now. We don't have a country, we don't have a land that has nuclear capability to defend ourselves. We can't even keep our own laws, man, in our own country. You see, so that's how far it goes. Anyway, but don't forget, Ammon, they needed to be bombed as well, because the Most High said it so. He said so that they also had to be destroyed, man. And I'm gonna read a part of it, part of their judgment. Over here it says Ezekiel 25 and 2. "Son of man, set thy face against the Ammonites, and prophesy against them, and say unto the Ammonites, Hear the word of the Lord of Yahweh. Thus say Yahweh power, because thou saidst, Aha, against my sanctuary, when it was profaned, and against the land of Israel, when it was desolate, and against the house of Judah, when they went into captivity. Behold, therefore I will deliver thee to the men of the east for a possession, and they shall set their palaces in thee, and make their dwellings in thee. They shall eat thy fruit, and they shall drink thy milk. And I will make Rabbah a stable for camels, and the Ammonites a couching place for her flocks. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh. For thus say Yahweh power, because thou hast clapped thine hands, and stamped with the feet, and rejoiced in heart with all with all thy despite against the land of Israel. With all thy despite against the land of Israel. Behold, therefore I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and will deliver thee for a spoil to the heathen, and I will cut thee off from the people, and I will cause thee to perish out of the countries. I will destroy thee, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Okay, let's jump down to verse 12. And this is basically for Esau. Thus said Yahweh, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and had greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore thus said Yahweh power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and day of the dawn shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh. You see? So yeah, this is just a short video. I saw that there was a remembrance, and don't forget, these nations, they know who their enemy is, man. The only one that doesn't seem to know who his enemy is the Israelites. They always want to fight for Esau, but the ones that want to fight for Esau, they will be destroyed with Esau, man. They want to defend them. It don't matter, man. You want to be in peace. You can't be at peace with someone that want to kill you, man. That's stupid. That you're putting yourself in a position to get killed. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna say all praises and glory go to the Most High, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.